Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Getting everything all set up. I put out a couple of videos today. Yeah, a couple of videos. It seems that Scotsman is listening to me. They're giving me some training classes to put out there for the world to see. I'll get set up and let's see who comes on in. Get my screen all set up. When you come in, just let me know what state you're in. Now, how many of you go to Vegas? Hey Mel, what's going on there? Can you guys hear me okay? I am very excited about a convention that is going to come up. I don't know if you all are going to be interested in this or not. You never can tell. Oh, good, 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 good. All right, let's see here. All right, I got my green screen up. I was working on trying to get this timer set up. I'm trying to upload a timer to reflect like a 5 minute or 10 minute timer so that everybody can come on in, know that I'm live, get ready for everything. But man, it's just trouble. It's just trouble. All right. So, all right, Mel. So it'll be time for all this stuff coming around. The first Scotsman class has come up. Thank you for that. Now I want to thank all the contributors to the show. I've had some new ones. Mel, of course, is a contributor to the show. And I've had, let's see here, Derek. Derek recently contributed to the show, and we appreciate you very much. Derek contributed to the show. Edward Bunker contributed to the show recently. So I do want to thank you all. I do want to thank you. Now, I just put up a video. I just put up a video of, let me see what pizza place that is. It's gone now. But the owner of that pizza chain is operating 71 stores and they plan on going to 100 within the next 4 years. So it's North Carolina, Ohio, what not Dallas, but Fort Worth. Fort Worth and a lot of stuff. And they're using XLT ovens. They're using two XLT ovens. All right. So when you come in, just put your state or city. If you're willing to put your city in there. Put your state and city in the chat. So Subway, Subway was just sold. All right. So Subway has new ownership. They're saying that it's going to be a standalone deal and it's not going to be part of the regular stuff. I don't see that happening. I do not see that happening. I want to show you guys one of the things. This is something that I was actually going to show this later, but I really can't wait. I really can't wait. Yeah. Now I think it's oh man, I'm gonna have to look into that pizza chain now. It should come up. Topper's Pizza. Topper's Pizza. That's what it is. Okay. All right. What I'm doing right now is I'm putting this in. All right. Let's see if Toppers. They're in Kansas. They're in Kansas. Oh, good. All right. And there are none. All right, Mel. There are none in Florida and none in Washington just yet. So I don't know where that guy's planning on putting his other locations. All right, but since you guys are in here, what I am talking about, I'll talk about a couple of different things, but one thing that I'm really excited about is the ISSA clean show. I am I am heavy into full service, and the ISSA show allows me to provide full service to all my clients. Let me show you some here. These are the premier sponsors. How many of you all have ever heard of the ISSA? ISSA Clean Show. Yeah, I think Topper's Pizza is out there. New Jersey. Yeah, let me see here. Let me look up Topper's Pizza. Well, let me look up Topper's Pizza while you guys are putting your there's Ecolab. There's the Evil Empire. So Ecolab is the large elephant in the room. Ecolab is the big boy. It's the big bully, right? Ecolab runs everything. Ecolab runs everything. So they are the sponsor of the ISSA Clean Show, and it is. Oh, you guys can't see this. I'm sorry. Let me show this. You guys can't see this. This is the well, now you can. So Ecolab is the largest commercial, chemical manufacturer out there. They got guys out there slanging that chemical to every nook and cranny. Every nook and cranny is using Ecolab. I don't care what they are, who they are, what they do. And Minneapolis, you know who Ecolab is. Everybody know you've seen them. You might not have noticed them, but you've seen them. Let me show you an Ecolab truck. Now, real quick, while I got everybody in the chat, how many people provide other services other than just repair to their clients? Have you ever considered other services other than repair to your clients? See, so Ecolab is very, very discreet, very, very discreet. So these things are, flying by you on the highway, and you don't even pay much attention to it. But this is that billion-dollar corporation that's driving by you like that. These guys are all around you, and you never look twice at them. You never knew what the hell that was. Never even thought about what that was. Right? Reginald, what's happening? King Tut, what's the word? So, son enough. So, have you guys ever considered offering anything other than just turning a wrench? Right? Because I offer full service to my clients. Right? And what that means is when we have a restaurant that doesn't look too hot, right? Yeah, I'll clean the ice machines and stuff like that, but we actually clean the sinks, clean the walls, we scrub down the whole restaurant where the tables and chairs are, the whole nine. And that requires that requires lots and lots of chemicals. And when you go to my apps, what's happening? Yeah. And when you go to these restaurants, let me see here. Let me show you guys some of this. I don't have this queued up, but here we go. Let me zoom in on my stuff. Right? So when you have a dirty restaurant like this, you have the ability to add on an additional service, right? Additional income, right? The dirty walls. And so we'll take the scrubbers and with the use of the chemicals, we'll go ahead and clean all of this up. Of course, for additional money now. It's not free. No, no, because I've been doing this so long, I don't have any backstab. None needed. Right? So look at how that look. And so I had to go ahead and clean all of this up. Right? We had to clean all of this up. Do the floors and the whole nine. So we took everything apart, cleaned the whole back wall, everything. Everything. All the floors, everything. All the floors, all the walls. That crack is my screen. The stainless steel. See the stainless steel walls. So we remove all the equipment and do that. So while you're yeah, that's afterwards. Yeah, so this is afterwards. Let me turn it sideways so you don't see the cracked screen. See, so now you can actually see the white. And then after this, then we did the fridges. Oh, it's not an interesting idea. It's another part of the business. It's another part of the business. It's all about retaining, keeping your customers and not allowing anyone else. I mean, it has to be done. So here is there's the pizza ovens, right? Remove the pizza ovens from the wall, everything like that. So we got behind there. And my whole purpose of showing this is because I have my own line of chemicals, right? So when I'm going through and we're doing the ice machines or you're cleaning the ovens, things like that. See, this is how it looked before. That we found cheese and things over there, all behind the units. They never get back there. They never get back there. See, they use Cintas. That's a whole nother thing is the towels and things. Let me see if I have any pictures of it all cleaned up. Yeah, that was some of the other girls we had in there. So she was over there cleaning the tables and the chairs underneath the tables. We went and scrubbed the floors and things like that. We didn't do the windows. Windows is separate. Windows is separate. Now that you guys have seen some of the color schemes, you guys on the West Coast are going to know who that is. Um, and let's see here. Now, what do you say here? Do you have to have a certificate? No, 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 no. You do not need certification. What you need certification for is the if you're going to clean the ductwork for the extraction hoods, you can't just dump that chemical down the sink. You have to dispose of that, much like you dispose of any other toxic oil like motor oil. So there's a particular it's a hazmat situation. So you just can't use any type of cleaning material. Now I'm going through all that to show you because the ISSA show has all all of the people. So it's an add-on. It's an add-on to there we go. Let me just go to the floor show. It's an add-on. It's an add-on to your business. It's a way to I've shown you about the health department, right? So you see that the health department comes out, they're making sure that these places are clean and making sure that um, the equipment is in perfect functional order. So not only do your customers call you consistently for repairs, but you're also there for that deep cleaning service. So this is nothing like residential where you go to a customer's house once a year or you go to a customer house maybe once every 2 or 3 years. This you're with this situation, you're at the restaurants, plural, if it's mom and pop, if it's one, you're at the restaurants often, on a quarterly basis, right? So at the clean show, SC Johnson is there, right? Let me pick another name that you guys might know. Yes. I'm gonna go up towards the back. Well, let me go down here. Let me show you another name that you're gonna know. Dial. Dial is there. Procter and Gamble is there. You have okay. And this is the one that I use. Clorox is there. Spartan Chemical is there. Georgia Pacific is there. Right? This is a Gojo. Anytime you go and you're washing your hands in a restaurant, chances are you're going to see a Gojo label somewhere in that freaking bathroom. So what I'm showing you is all stuff that's necessary for taking care of your customers. It's a separate division. It's a separate division of your business, of your company. So when you're doing fryer repair, sometimes you'll notice that the customer might need a strip down and a deep clean on the fry. You could let them have somebody else do it, or you can actually do it yourself. Now you have the opportunity to bring on more people to work. You notice that the refrigerations need cleaning, especially the PM, the condensers and all that other stuff. You notice that the walls are dirty. I've got brand new locations and they've already got it's just caked up everywhere because these young people, they don't know how to take care of these restaurants. They really don't. So you can get a couple people together and you can go ahead and have that done. Now you don't even need large equipment. You don't need large equipment, but the better your chemicals are, the better it is, that the better the product is going to be in the end. The better the product. All right. So the reason why I'm so excited because everybody's there. Everybody's at this show. This is like I'm like a kid at Christmas. I'm like a kid come Christmas morning with this show. Let me show you this here. So this is one of the suppliers, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure most of you have seen me working on dishwashers. So what's at this show are dishwasher suppliers. Let me go into that real quick. So you got dishwasher suppliers. So American Dishes, that not American Dish. I'm sorry. Jackson is going to be there. Oh yeah, American Dish is there. So American Dish is there. CMA dish machines is there. I didn't see so Jackson is there, American Dish, CMA, right? So with those three, those are the three top in the market. Now, what goes along with the dishwashers is the chemical. So every dishwasher has to have the detergent, and then they're going to need either sanitizer and or rinse aid. So you on your low temp, you're going to have three detergent. You're going to have three chemicals: the detergent, the sanitizer, the rinse aid. On a high temp, you're going to have just the chemical and the rinse aid. And who's there but about 4 or 5 suppliers for this kind of stuff? Yeah, there's Ecolab. Ecolab is there. Now, this is going to be in Vegas, Mandalay Bay. I know they say November 13th, but it acts for everybody else is 14th through the 16th. So if you have any background at all on the whole facilities side of things, this is something that you should really look into. This is not going to be a cheap trip. If you are interested in going, please let me know. You have plenty of time, but please let me know if you are going to be in Vegas or attending. I can talk to some of the suppliers. They have guest passes for you to attend. Otherwise, you'd have to pay $100. The early attendance is $100. Now, the other thing about going to the show, like I was showing you early, Dial is there and Procter and Gamble. Now, what Dial has is they're selling their chemicals to customers and they're using dishwashers. So Hobart does it. Ecolab does it. Dial is doing it, and another chemical company is doing it as well. They're not providing service on the dishwasher, so they're leasing the dishwasher, giving it to the customer. They are primarily Jacksons. I want to say they're either going to be Jacksons or CMAs, but they're leasing this equipment to the customers with no service contract whatsoever. So this is a perfect opportunity to go up, because that's what I'm going to do. Ordinarily, I don't tell you guys to go to these kind of shows and then introduce yourself, because it really doesn't yield many results. This is one of the few opportunities that you do have. This is an opportunity to get face to face with these people. And let's see how many we got. We got about 8 people. We got about 8 people in the chat. So this is what we do. This is what I do. This is actually what I'm going to do on this one. On the screen there, you see that there is American Dish there, and then CMA is a little further up. I go over to that booth where that manufacturer is that I deal with. You guys see me go to the Jackson training class. You see me do quite a few things. So I go over to them, introduce myself. Maybe they recognize me, maybe they don't. And then once we talk and they realize who I am, then we both go over to Clorox. We both go over to Dial, and then they introduce me to their contact over there. So then I am an option for that equipment in my market. That is what you do. That is how it's done. I'm not going to just go over to Dial. I'm going to go over to Dial with a rep from Jackson. I'm going to go over to Dial with a rep from CMA. And then the door will be open. That's the actual way that it's done. To actually go over to Dial and say, hey, yeah, I've seen your stuff in some of my customers' locations. Yeah, you can do that, but it's not going to get you anywhere. It's not going to get you anywhere. You need to go to the people you're already dealing with, and then they in turn will bring you on over. And they'll be more than happy to introduce you to the people. They're gonna walk you right on over, say, hey, this is one of our service providers, blah, blah, blah. This guy takes care of us, this place, that place. He's been doing this stuff with us for years, or with you, it would be newer, but you get the idea. That is how it's done. That is how it's done. It's not really like a cold call walking up to a booth and, handing them a card. You would think that that would work. And I know some of you have tried that method. That is not the way that you want to approach it. You want to reach out to someone that you already have a connection with, and then they will bring you on over. So for me, I'm gonna be bouncing around from booth to booth like, man, I'm gonna be running around. I'm gonna be running around this joint. There's so much that I'm into over here. So here's Bona. Bona does the floors and stuff like that. Yeah, hardwood floors, tile. They do all that floor cleaning stuff. And even if your customer did hire you to do floors and stuff like that, you can always rent a scrubber. You can always rent a scrubber. not from Home Depot or Lowe's or all that, but there are chemical companies. There are local suppliers that you have that all they do is take care of floors and things like that, and they will provide you with that. And if you're looking for them, the chemical companies will guide you to them. So here is, like for me, here's TCD parts. All right, so TCD parts is pretty much going to be like, they're going to be like a sponsor for me. So there's TCD parts. They have everything in here, all the tubes and all this stuff. There's chemical pumps. Here's the pumps. Here are pumps and everything. So these, yeah, this is laundry. So it's not just commercial dishwashers, it's laundry and everything else, because I know a lot of you guys have taken a hold of laundry. So this is going to be in Vegas. It's something that, if you're into that, you could save up for, make sure you have set aside the time. So me and the wife, actually, me and the wife and the little one are gonna go, but everybody's there. National Chemical Laboratories, everyone is here. Everyone is here. I'll have some pictures. So what they, just to let you know, what they have is, everyone's gonna have their wares out there. All the chemical companies are gonna have their jugs of chemical out there. This is the stuff for cleaning evaporators on refrigerators, condensers on refrigerators and air conditioners, floors, cleaning coffee makers, coffee machines, espresso machines. They're gonna have all the chemicals for that. They're gonna have the stuff for cleaning the floors in walk-ins, because it is a particular chemical for cleaning floors in walk-ins. And I didn't bring that out. I should have brought that. But we can go. I have plenty of time to go over that with you guys. But right now, let's see here. But right now, we got the news about. We have the news about what I have is Subway. All right, so Subway was sold for 9.6 billion dollars, and that was confirmed today. All right, so Rourke Capital purchased Subway. Right, so this is in all the big chains. So if you guys don't know who Rourke is, right? Rourke owns Arby's and Dunkin' Donuts and all that other kind of stuff. And I'll get into that real quick. We sold to Rourke. All right, let me go right to one of the restaurant. Let me go to one of the restaurant. Let me go to restaurant news if I could find it. Wonderful. Let's just go into Rourke, so you know who that is. They also own Sonic. So here we go. They own Arby's, Auntie Anne's, Baskin Robbins, Carvel. Oh, I didn't know they own Culver's. Now that's new to me. That's new to me, Culver's, right? They own Culver's. Oh, let me make this bigger. Let me make this bigger. Cinnabon, Hardee's, Carl's Jr., Dunkin' Donuts. Now, Focus brand is a whole nother one. Inspire brand is a whole nother one. I never heard of Jim and Nick's barbecue. Jamba Juice, Jimmy John's, McAllister. Oh wow, I didn't know they own Mary Maids. Nothing Bundt Cakes, right? So Slotsky, Sonic, and the list goes on and on and on. Slotsky, Seattle's Best. So what you're gonna start to see is more of a synergy when it comes to Star. I mean, not Starbucks, Subway. More than likely, what you're going to start to see is a combination, much like they have a you'll see these different places all together, and that's what you're going to start to see with Subway. You might even start to see Auntie Anne's soft pretzels with Starbucks. You might start to see some of this stuff adding together. So inspire brands and focus. Let me show you inspire brands. So this is really going to and rocket you guys into all of this. Let me accept it. So commercial is a lot more. It's a lot more to it. So this is Inspire. So Inspire is owned by the same company that owns Subway now. Let me see if I get you. 32,000 restaurants. This is just on Inspire. Second largest restaurant. So Subway is number one or number two. So this place has no number one. Number one is McDonald's. Subway's number two. I don't know how they can say they're a second restaurant company anyway. So Inspire owns all of these brands. So this is something that you really should think about trying to introduce yourself to some of your local locations. All right, let's see here. Let me show you the other one. Oh no, that's my other one. Let me show you more Rourke. Let me go to the other chain. So Focus Brands. Oh, okay, they got a mix of that in here anyway. So Focus Brands, you already see it. That's the Jamba and everything. So now you've seen the Inspire side. So it is really important to get in with one of these because they're all interconnected. If you can get in with one, you could slowly branch over to the others because the employees are jumping around from chain to chain, from chain to chain. All right, let me show you toppers because I guess you guys want to see some of this too. And anytime, hey Frank, what's happening? And anytime you guys have a question, feel free to ask. Ed B, let me see. Did Ed do something here? So what I was doing is showing everybody. No, I don't have it. Yeah, so I was showing 63. What's going on? Yeah, I was just showing everybody that there are other opportunities on the commercial side, especially when it comes to chemical. Anybody have any? I'm sorry. Let me show you this. Any interest on the dishwashing and the laundry side? Because when it comes to the dishwashing and laundry side, see, this is the part with the TCD parts, right? So with TCD parts, I can go to my CMA right here. They have all my parts. So TCD is going to be at the clean show. These are all the parts that you need to work on dishwashers, and that's why they're situated not that far. So this is a whole nother ecosystem that is over there at the show. What's over there at the show is also these are the chemical pumps. This is what you can make quite a bit of money installing these chemical pumps. They're installed not only at the dishwasher, not only at the laundry, but they're installed at the hand stations too, at the sinks, at the wash station. So that's where you guys saw me putting together sinks and faucets, things like that. So This is not something that the employees are going to be able to do. This is not something that they're going to be able to get a guy off the street to go ahead and do. That's just not going to happen. This is all you. Oh, Frank, man, thank you. I appreciate that. Frank Evans, sponsor of the channel. I appreciate your donation. Thank you very much. So that's what I'm trying to show you guys is that this is a whole other section of the business no one is ever going to tell you about. No one's ever going to tell you about the chemical side. They do their best to try to keep you out of it. All right, they do their best. But at this show, this is where every component is present. You might not want to go this year, maybe next year. With some of the information I'm giving you, you might be able to piece this all together, especially with a situation about getting a chain or getting a small mom and pop to go with your services. Once you go, the difference between residential and commercial, once you get that customer and you start taking over doing the ovens, doing the deep fryers, doing all the refrigeration prep tables and everything, even taking on, even if you don't do all of the walk-in, doing some of the stuff for the walk-ins, um, you're gonna see that, hey, maybe the walls and things don't look quite right. Maybe, there's some things that need to be done here. And you could put together, a nice crew to go ahead and knock that restaurant out. So you're constantly there. You're indispensable to the customer. Not only are you indispensable to the customer, but you know exactly what's going on, right? Okay, so how do you learn about the pumps? The pumps all right, so first of all, they have instructions. Then on top of that, let me see if this thing is showing your comment. There we go. So I'll just jump into that real quick. Let me show you. Let me show Dima maybe. And they're all on. All right, let me show you this. Let me show you this. So yeah, this is not cheap stuff. All right, these pumps 739, 544, 496. That was not bad. I have a couple of these. These are for mop sinks. Yeah, it says compartment sink. So what you do is you hook this up. Oh yeah, there we go. That's just the regular sink. So this is gonna. Oh, you can't see. Hold on a second. It's not bad. It's just not hard. It's just that if you don't know anything about this, you're never going to be able to put these on. You're never going to be able to add this. Nice. Now, all right, Ed, do you want to charge monthly or are you going to charge him? Are you going to charge him quarterly? So you can do ACH where you can have those withdrawals, sort of have it set up sort of like it's direct deposit. You also have the situation where you could just with your credit card company, you can have the recurring payment set up. Yeah, you guys seen me do some of that. See, nobody's gonna go ahead and pull out a hole saw and they're gonna cut into the stainless steel. That's just not happening. Monthly? Yeah, it's not bad. Now the thing with the monthly, I mean, you can always go over there. I mean, you're going over there monthly, right? Or they could just have it mailed. I mean, that's really gonna be up to you. I'm sorry I don't have anything solid for you. Me myself, I have the option to charge a credit card. I have the option to charge a credit card. So that's at the sink. You guys don't need to see the whole thing, but that's at the sink. And see, they're telling you exactly how much chemical, which one of the tips to use, and then that meters in how much it siphons out of the jug. Now you can sell them that chemical too. So you like he had this message right here, right? So Ed is saying, hey, look, they want to do maintenance on the machines and everything else like that. Guess what? You add this into all the chemical, you add that in. Because they're already paying you for the 8 ice machines. Oh, the 8 machines and the 4 ice machines. They're already paying you for the 4 ice machines. So you're already charging them for chemical. You might be able to get them to switch over to you. And there it is right there. It's just a siphon system. So there's no, as you saw, there's no battery, nothing like that. There's no battery, no electricity. Yeah, you can do subscription. And let me pull. I killed my thing. 1 second. All right. Let me go back to this. And so the customer is never going to know that you offer this service unless you offer up that information. Unless you offer up that information, they're not going to know. They're not going to know. And how you can get that is through, right? It's through this, right? They have the pumps. They have the pumps. They have all the parts for the faucets and all that other good thing. Yeah, the spray arms. Let me show you. Let me show you how much some of that stuff is. Put a 1 in the chat if you've ever seen me do the work on the faucets and sinks. So you're already going to be in the facility. You're already there. Why not add on? You see this, right? $850. You're already in the facility. You're already there. There's more money to be made. There's more. Oh, good. So you see me put these faucets and sinks together, right? And let me make this big because that is too small. I need to be smaller. The information needs to be big. 800 $850. $850. Then you're going to get it wholesale. So it's not going to cost you $850. And then you're going to assemble it. You're going to make yourself indispensable to the client. You see how you're getting all the refrigeration, you're getting all their ice machines, right? Then you start taking over these sinks and faucets. Now, these sinks and faucets aren't tied in with plumbing. They are technically not plumbing, believe it or not. It's crazy because they are not attached to the drain. Let me show you. Let me show you some more. Let me show you some more. Let's show you some more. So here's another one at a meat processing place of all places, right? $401 for the butcher shops, for the grocery stores. Oh yeah, that's Omcan. Have I told you guys about Omcan? Omcan. Uh, all of these, all of these industrious other nations, right? They're in our backyard and they're doing that. You don't need a plumbing license. That's what I'm telling you. There's no plumbing. And the reason why you don't need a plumbing is because there's an air gap. It's not connected to the drain. It's not connected to the drain. All right, let me show you sinks. Oh, I've got, I let me show you this real quick. Look at my thing. I have 123 pictures of sinks. 123 pictures. Let's see some. Let's see some. All right. See, well, they include this in sinks, right? Because I work on dishwashers. Because I work on dishwashers, I have to deal with the sink as well. So you have these floor drains when it comes to commercial. You have these floor drains. So this never they have it set up so the water never comes back. The water is never in contact. Let's zoom in on it. Right? This is what they did, right? So there's a gap between the PVC and the actual floor drain. Now they had this strainer here so their drain doesn't get all blocked up. They need a garbage disposal. So I was there to sell them a garbage disposal. Now, garbage disposal is not what you think, not on the commercial side. Let me just flip on over to this. Let me flip on over to this. This is a commercial garbage disposal. I don't know if you're aware of this. This is a commercial garbage disposal. Do I have your attention now? Does this pique your interest at all? $1,538 for garbage disposal. Now you don't have to answer in the chat. You don't have to answer at all, but you know what the charges are, what the cost, what the costs are on a residential garbage disposal. And guess what? You have the same skill. You're doing this for your dollar amount when you could be doing the exact same thing. Even less hassle because this is all open. It's all open. It's not hidden anywhere. You be doing this. You be adding the labor onto that. Plug in your own labor, and it's not going to be $185. I can tell you that right now. Do I have your attention? Now, is this something that piques your interest? Right? You do not need to be a plumber. You do not need to be a plumber. There is no what you need to be a plumber on. Like they took away the restrictions on being a plumber with the tankless water heater too. You don't have to be now if it's a tank, you have to be a plumber. Tankless, they don't have just like they took away the air conditioning license on split systems. So because once again, this is not connected to the drain. This is not connected to the drain. This is connected to the bottom of the sink, but it's not connected to the drain. Let me show you. All right. Um, Syncerator install video. We'll just do this. And then I'll go back to the OMCAN stuff. I appreciate you all being here. I really do appreciate you all being here. Yeah, it's a beast. These things are huge. These things are huge, right? Let me take off the sound. Let's fast forward it for you. Oh, son of a gun. That's a residential. Hold on. Let me go. Let me go back. That's more like it. Bam. There we go. Of course, Websteront would have it. Let me make sure there's no volume. So let me go up. Now you see it's on legs. And the crazy thing is, yeah, all right, let me put it up. Let me put it up. The crazy thing. All right, let me just do this. Let me play this thing. Fair use. Fair use. This is used to educate.
The following procedures will help you install an InSinkErator food service disposer properly. First, if this is not a new installation, clear the drain line of any waste. Auger the drain line from the drain trap to the main waste line to ensure that
So
it
you
is
could do the
clear.
same
A
job you've
typical
always
installation
done
incorporates the following
for
items:
way more money.
disposer, disposer mount,
Way more money.
control center, solenoid valve, flow control valve, siphon breaker, electrical supply, drain line, water shutoff valve, and the cold
Now
water line.
this has electrical because this is
Prior to
garbage
manufacture,
disposal. This
verify
is
that the
a
piping labels match each other and the power supply.
but for
After
the rest of the
impact,
stuff you don't need it
ensure
if
that
you're
the
just
set
hooking up
plate on
sinks.
both the disposer and the control panel match the power supply. If required, install the disposer leg assembly on the SS50 to
All right, let me go jump
SS200
forward.
disposers.
Let's jump
Glue the
forward.
threaded holes located or to a number
You're
device.
not gonna
Begin
get
to
the
the assembly will
jackleg
remove
guy
the
going over
solenoid
there.
valve body.
They're not gonna get
If
the
there is
guy
too little water in the
sweeping up
disposer, the
in the
fluid
parking lot and
volume
say,
in the
"Hey, you
disposer
come
will
on in
distort.
here. Why don't you go ahead and put in my garbage disposal?"
Connecting the
This
drain
is
line,
all.
place
This is for you.
strap
This is
diameter
all for
for
you.
your disposer model. Check to make sure.
All information is here. They have full tech support. They have manuals and books. It comes with everything. Everything. See, 1 year labor. That's it. 1 year labor. 1 year labor. Man, you guys are kind of stunned, huh? All right. You guys are a little stunned. Now let me go back to the prices on these. Oh yeah, you can see it on the side. You can see it on the side. Incinerator. All right, commercial. And there's more, but Incinerator and Waste King are my favorites. I don't like the Red Goat. I don't like the Red Goat. Red Goat is by Hobart. So once again, you see, and I don't know if you guys saw this, 2,359. Here, let me drop this link for you guys so you can see. And not only this, but you have the ability to, what the hell? Oh, man, it's probably not going to come up right. All right, let me do this. You have the ability to sell all of these. And I can tell you how you can get them, right? Most important thing is to get the customer first, though. All right, bear with me here. Bear with me here. Let me drop that. Yeah, yes. So, do you really think that they are, if they're paying $3,000 for, I mean, these things come crated. So, yeah, that $5,000 install is right in line because you got to uncrate these things. They come in like two damn crates. They come in two crates because not only do you have the garbage full, nobody's reaching down. Let me do this. No one's reaching down at the bottom or reaching over like at a home. There's that whole control box. There's a whole control box that you use to switch them on and off. See, like this. Excuse me, it's a whole control box. See, here's one. Let me zoom in. See, 2,500. So yeah, you're wiring up all of that. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. I don't want you to feel overwhelmed about it because 9 times out of 10, if you accept the job, especially starting off, if you accept a job like this, only take like machines. So replace it with another incinerator. All the wiring is then going to match up. So you just make sure they're the same voltage. You make sure they're the same voltage. See, like this one was a commercial incinerator, right? 208 volts, one phase, right? So I replaced it. I went and made sure that the new one was the same voltage, single phase, not three phase, right? And you know, it's a lot easier that way. It's a lot easier that way. You don't have to deal with a lot of rewiring and things of that nature. It is a lot easier. And I don't know where all my sync pictures are. So that is just something, if you do that, it's just going to be a one for one transition. Black wire to black wire, red wire to red wire, green wire to green wire. You take off one, you reinsert it. the holes, the mounting holes for the box are going to be the same, right? So now where you would want to charge more money is if they're going to go with, say they're going to get rid of that incinerator. Let me make this big. So they're going to get rid of that incinerator. I'm just going down rabbit holes and go with the red goat. All right. So are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this what you like? Is this what you want to see? Oh, what's that? What's that? What's this one here? What's this all about? What is that? What is that? Is that $5,394? Hmm. What's that? You are more than capable of installing this. It comes with every single. I hope this is enough. Good. This link you should be able to click on. This link you should be able to do. You are capable of installing this. Now it's a little harder to get a red goat because it's a Hobart product, but all the other ones you can get your hands on. All the other ones you can get your hands on. And guess what? All of these are at the ISSA clean show. All of these are at the ISSA clean show. They are all there. So now you're starting to pick up what I'm putting down. There's money in them narrow hills. All right. So this is all there. And on the commercial side, it's not like the residential. It's not all nasty and all that. Look at that. The feet are adjusted. You're talking about a floor that is tiled, that's cleaned. You're talking about a floor. And then this stuff goes into the floor drain. See the top part is separated. You're going to mount that underneath the sink and then attach it with the rest of it. All right. But I guess I'm spending a little too much time on this. I hope you guys aren't. Are Do you guys have any trepidations about this? Any fear? Is there any reservations you guys might have? Any questions you guys have on this? Because my numbers is telling me that you guys are a little concerned. All right. So 1,800, 3,000. So most times you're going to end up replacing these things. The more Hobart garbage disposal. There we go. Incinerator. Incinerator makes one for 5,000. And see, that's Granger. Now, Granger has it, but Granger is expensive. Granger's super expensive. But you don't have to get it at Granger. You don't have to get it at Granger. And most times, as you saw, there's only 1 year. There's only a 1 year warranty. All right, so Myron. Right. Just only install the same model. It's going to be wire for wire. The holes are already going to be drilled. It's going to be a simple install. It's going to be a simple replace, right? And you're going to make way more money doing this than you're ever going to do fixing the seal system on a Sub-Zero. You're going to make way more money on this than you ever will doing a tub bearing or any of that other stuff, right? And it's job security. So you see what my sort of cheap customers of mine were doing, putting strainers down and stuff like that. And then once again, now I'm going down a rabbit hole. I'm going back to that can. Going back to the can after this. So here's the faucets, and the faucets are always coming loose. They always need to be replaced. The spray arms get weak. Let me go to can. So here's can. This is this is some Chinese. We can do everything. Let me see if it's Chinese or if it's Mexican. Let's see. At one point, I thought this was Mexican. Oh, I don't. It's North America. It says North American. Anyway, they have all of this stuff. They're like Kenmore. They're like Kenmore. They're doing knives. They got refrigerators. They have espresso machines. They have everything branded at their own name. Everything branded under their own name. Cotton candy machines, but they have everything. They have the knockoff Zumax. Oh, they actually do have Zumax. They have the knockoff Zumax and everything. They also have faucets. Yeah, I put in the sinks and everything else like that. And because they are not connected to the drain, because these sinks are not connected to the drain, there's no plumbing license on this. Let me see here. There's no. Let me see if I could find one for you. I don't know why this thing is coming up with everything other than what I'm asking for. See, here's ones that you've seen. This is just a straight naked one. This one's just naked. This is so below. This is for a dishwasher. So right here, we put this in, and then they have the scrapping basket down below. So the faucet is here. You spray off all the dishes, and then you load it in. So I do whole kitchens. So this isn't me. This is a dealer. It's a dealer. So they had the setup kitchen where they had the sinks and everything else set up. Asper. Let me see if I can show you. So this is like see, that's way back. So when I go to my customer and I see that they have water dripping from the faucet, that's money. That's more money to be made. That's water dripping from there. That O-ring and things need to be changed. So you just disconnect that. You turn off the water, you just disconnect it, and you can replace the O-ring, or you could actually replace the swivel arm. All these parts are available from you can go to Ferguson. Do any of you have a Ferguson account? Do any of you have a Ferguson account? Have any of you even heard of Ferguson? There are going to be Fergusons in your area. Let me show you Ferguson. There are going to be Fergusons in your area. Let me hide this. Let me make sure. All right, Frank, thank you. I am going to take this off so that they can see the whole screen. It's a free account. Sign up for Ferguson. This is where you can get all of these supplies. I don't know if Ferguson's going to be at the ISSA. They have all the faucets. They actually have HVAC equipment and tools. Yeah, too. So let's see here. Let me find a location for you guys, just so you know. Uh, let's see here. Ah, St. Louis. Let's see if we can come up with anything. Please select one. Okay, let's go with HVAC and plumbing, and we will submit. They're everywhere. This is one of the largest. See? So in St. Louis, Missouri, you have them. You have quite a few of them. So let me show you. So that's just an example. All the products, all the products. So if you are ever out and you're working on appliances, yeah, they have appliances too. They have all of that. They have every single piece of plumbing that Home Depot and Lowe's has. Yeah, sign up. Yes, they're heavy in New Jersey. Look, Sign up. Yes, sign up with Ferguson. It is completely free. You need to have it, even if you don't use it. You need to have Ferguson. You need to have your Ferguson account. You never know when you're going to need it, right? You never know when you're going to need to go in there. All right, let me go in here. You never know when you're going to need to go in there and heating and cooling. And so what they have is they have contactors, they have relays, they have copper, they have everything you need. They have everything you need. Every single thing you need to get your job done. So if you're doing drains, if you need, I shouldn't have went into HVAC, but yeah, they have everything, everything. Like I said, plumbing, kitchen stuff, lighting, and like I say, even tools in the store. There's the drain pumps. These are some of the sump pumps. Like if you're going to clean out a tankless water heater, something like that. Never mind the price. They got cheaper ones there at the store. They got cheaper ones, but it is just a place that they're going to have every single thing you need. Yeah, they have the tankless heaters and all that. But they have you're going to see quite a few parts. Quite a few parts. So do yourself a favor and sign up because they are very close to you. All right. So let me show you. But yeah, Ferguson has, let me go back to this. Ferguson has the faucets. And there are other people. There are other people that have faucets. Yeah, they got the laundry faucet, they got the kitchen faucets. Man, that was fast. I wasn't trying to do that. Bathroom. My stuff is jumping around. So everything you're looking for, everything you need. They also have the garbage disposals. Yeah, this is for bathrooms. My stuff is jumping around. We'll forget it. We'll forget it. But you get the idea. All this stuff is there. All that stuff is there. If you want to get into facilities, if you want to not just do the ice machine, not just do the ovens, the deep fryers, the whole nine, you can start getting into clean the walls. And now that's not you that's doing this, that's the employees. Good, 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 good. Sign up with all these people. You never know where you're going to be somewhere and you're going to need something. So it's better to have the account than not. Than not. Oh, there's one. It's better to have it than not. See, TNS, and I actually have some pictures from Ferguson. So, and as always, do not hesitate to ask me a couple of questions. I will jump right into it. It doesn't even have to be on this. It could be on something else. It could be on something else. So as you see, $718 for these commercial faucets. Oh, I sent you guys a picture. Restaurant Depot. Now, you guys are gonna, especially you guys in New Jersey and stuff like that, you guys are gonna have Restaurant Depot. Restaurant Depot has a whole collection of faucets. And this thing might not let me do it unless I log in. It's not gonna let me do it. Let me see if I Google it. Let's There we go. Oh, it's still showing me the same thing. So Restaurant Depot has everything you need. If you Oh, what you have to do is show them your business stuff. Yes. Look, let me show you. Restaurant Depot. You need a Restaurant Depot. There is no fee. There is no charge. There is no charge for getting a Restaurant Depot account. None. And if you get a Restaurant Depot account, if you get a Restaurant Depot account, they have all type of parts to fix faucets and sinks when it comes to commercial. And they're open on Saturday. They're open on Saturday. So that is that's a little something to add to your book of business. To your book of business. And before you know it, I mean you're taking care of everything for your customer. You're taking everything. You're doing the sink. I mean, how many people here have ever thought about commercial dishwashers? How many people have ever touched commercial dishwashers? Right? Because everything I'm showing you, I know it seems like it's all over the place, but everything I'm showing you is all interconnected. All of these things are at the ISSA show. 6,000, there we go. $6,331. 6,000. Oh, hold on a second. My bad. It took me to another screen. $6,331 for this under counter dishwasher. That is an under counter dishwasher. It comes with its own hose. And then the whip is already the power cord is already going to be supplied by the electrician. So you're not doing any of that electrical work. The electrician's going to do that. The electrician's going to do that. And then you can actually sell them the chemicals. So just like you saw earlier, see, it's happening for some of you. It's happening for some of you. And each and every person that's on here, it can happen for you too. The exact same thing. Let's see here. Oh, what did he say here? No, 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 that's the other thing. I've been juggling this stuff because I've been doing it for years. But just like people are getting multiple accounts, multiple items in a particular place, right? You could do this too. So, well, that's the thing. If the dishwasher isn't fixed, put in the chat, Myron, how many people had to stop doing what they were doing to wash the dishes? Let me show you a picture. All right, let me show you a picture. And this is oh, Louisiana. I'm probably just do Louisiana Street. And man, I got 477 pictures on Louisiana Street. Go ahead and put in the chat how many people. Because what you need to understand is when the dishwasher isn't working, the entire staff sometimes has to stop what they're doing and then they have to wash dishes. So I know you guys might think the dishwashers, commercial dishwashers and all that are dirty, but they're really not. They're really not. And this is the sale price, $5,000. You know what goes into this? Like a couple of pieces. A couple of pieces. Yeah. Everyone has to stop and they form like this human chain and then they have to do the dishes. With some of these places, they don't even have enough dishes. So everything has to stop. Everything has to stop so they can so they can have enough dishes to put the food on. Because without that they can't serve the food. And I have pictures. I don't have this queued up, but I have pictures of people lined up outside. I'm pulling up to the restaurant, and there's a line wrapped around the restaurant of people waiting to get in. And they won't even seat the people because if they seat the people, they're gonna want to eat. So they won't place the people in a seat because they don't have enough dishes. And when I got in there, every single employee was over there washing pots and pans and scrubbing, and it was like a human chain. Right. So ISSA show. That is why I was showing you the ISSA. Everything goes to this ISSA. Yeah, they've been around for 100 years. Let me go to the exhibit spot. Ecolab and all these other people are sponsoring the ISSA. All of these chemicals, you have the ability, just like you're buying chemicals, and what you're doing is you're selling chemicals to to the customer. Every time you do an ice machine cleaning, you're selling them chemicals. Like I said, it's a big show. Clorox is there. I don't know if any of you guys ever heard of Torque, but Torque is there. Let me show you. Let me show you another one. Let me show you another one. Let's go with Dima. Let me do Dima again, or let me do Night Pumps. All of this stuff, all of this stuff that I'm showing you, yeah, Ecolab is the evil empire. Ah, yeah. Well, Ecolab eventually will replace some of that stuff. They make billions of dollars. But I'm going to show you this real quick, and I'm going to hop off. These are the pumps. These are the pumps. Like I said, they're sold 517 dollars if you buy one. If you buy three or more, you get it down to 496. So when you're selling these pumps, you sell the pump and you're selling your install. You're selling the pump and you're selling your install because they have to be mounted to the wall. All of the instructions are there, all the information. Here's another one, and this is also for a dishwasher. I'm glad they showed the picture. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. This picture up top, and then we'll go down. This is what you can get into. So there's the washer, there's the spray arm. See, they wash off the dishes. I know it sounds crazy, but yes, you have to wash off the dishes because these are technically not a dishwasher like your home. These are sanitizing machines. And then it goes into the dishwasher. It goes into the dishwasher and it comes out, and then you could place a stop tab there. But everything you see in this picture, you you could put that up. Every single thing in that picture. You could make thousands of dollars on these installs. So this dishwasher right there needs this pump wired in. So it's $727. It is not going to be a cheap install. With you got to wire that in with the dishwasher so that as the dishwasher is activated, it will cycle the pumps. So this is for, well, it does have three on there. So it does have three pumps. So for your detergent, your rinse, and then your sanitizer. And then so they have two hoses. One hose is going to suck up the chemical, and then the other hose is going to dispense the chemical into the machine. There's lots of money to be made. I just wanted to show you some of this other stuff. I'm getting a badge. In all fairness, I'm getting a free badge. I don't have to pay to go to the ISSA show. And if you get a chance to go to Vegas during that date, let me know, and I'll see if I can get you a free pass too, because it is mind blowing. It is mind blowing to go to the show and to see all the equipment and all of these billion-dollar companies there, and they're eager to show you how to do this. They have no problem showing you how to put that pump in there. They have no problem selling you the chemicals and telling you who is closest to you that has the chemicals that you can sell. All right. Right. This is one of my guys. This guy, I bought a ton of chemical from him. Here, this is the ISSA show. That's what their booth looks like at the show. It's a big, huge show. Like you go to the auto show, it's just like that. And they have the same thing. Everything you guys been asking, oh, how do I clean condensers, how do I clean evaporators, and all that other kind of stuff? They make that stuff. They make all of this stuff. Yeah, man, because it's so much money. It's so much money. What you guys don't know yet is that there's nobody in this. There's no independence on this side of the game. It's all large players. It's all large players. It's your Ecolab, it's AutoClore. Um, Dawn is getting into the game. Everybody's getting in game. Procter and Gamble, everybody is getting into the game. There's no small players in there. In the fourth largest city, I'm in the fourth largest city in the country, and I am the only independent. I am the only independent. See, they had the glass clean. Oh, you can't. Yeah, they got the glass cleaner, polisher, grill cleaner, all that kind of stuff. That's why whenever anybody asks me, "Oh man, what's the best chemical?" Hey, look, I have my own stuff. A customer cannot buy this. Only, only a service provider can buy this. A customer cannot get their hands on it. They cannot find out the price. So if you're charging them $50 for a bottle, they can never say, "Ooh, I found this online for 15." Never. They only sell to the professionals. Only sell to the professionals. And I stand by this stuff. This stuff is good. This stuff is good. And it's not just that. See, here's your D-Limer. They have, like I said, they have the stuff for steamers. I forgot about the steamers, your steam ovens and all that kind of stuff. This is for dish machines, brewers, steam tables, and then you have the other ones that's going to be just for. See, there's no acid in this one, no hydrochloric acid, so it's safe for steaming tables. And the reason why they have that is because the steam tables and all that, they're pressurized. And so the acid in some of the other cleaners, if you use some of the more aggressive cleaners, it can weaken the metal. And so when it becomes pressurized, I'm going to do this. So then when it becomes pressurized, it can explode. So this is big boy stuff. This is stuff you could make some serious money in. You will never find anyone else talking about this, period. You're not going to find this anywhere else. Everybody else in this business are large billion-dollar players. Everybody else. I don't know how much AutoClore makes. Let me see how much AutoClore. Revenue 2022. Let me see how much AutoClore is about the smallest player I could think about. Wow. Okay. And so and so AutoClore makes over, and this is the smallest player I can think of. They have 50 employees nationwide, and they make over a half a million. I mean, you might as well say $700,000 is their revenue. Let me show you guys Ecolab revenue 2023 or 2022. Now, and I've probably shown you guys this before, right? I've probably shown this to you before, but you see that, right? Do you see that number? No one is going to tell you about this. There's a B in there. That's not just $14. That is a B. That is a B. You too, oh, you too can do this. The same thing the Ecolab is doing, not the bug spray, but as far as the chemicals, as far as selling the dishwashers, as far as leasing the dishwashers, as far as installing them, this is another lane for you. This is another lane for you. You can do this. You can do this one too. You can do this one too. All right. So that's Ecolab. This is the same one that you guys see. Did you guys see the? right? You guys have been seeing this kind of stuff, right? And you just didn't know what the hell it was, right? You didn't know what the hell it was. You didn't know what that was when you saw it. That's who that is. That's what kind of numbers they're putting on the board. $14 billion. No one is going to tell you about this kind of money. That's why when I go to this show and I get to run around, like he said, man, hey, you run around like a 19-year-old, you know, around some cheerleaders. It's just, bruh, they are the sponsor, the premier sponsor. See, look at this, dude. You got Rubbermaid, all of these people. There's your Ecolab. There's Ecolab. They are involved with this show. They're a sponsor of the show. So this is something to just think about. I'm going to what I need you guys to understand is that I am going to introduce you to all of these different segments of the commercial side. I will give you a little bit. I will show you the direction of light industrial. I don't get into light industrial. I don't. That's like vault ice machines and all that kind of stuff. I don't get into that. But I will introduce you to the full gambit of the commercial appliance experience. You can pick and choose what you like. You don't have to do what I do. You don't have to even be involved with it. There are guys that just do dishwashers. There are guys that just do ovens, only do fryers, and they do very well. Only do walk-ins. You could make millions of dollars only doing walk-ins. Right? I could do 16 hours on just streams on just showing you manufacturers that make walk-ins, the installation process, the you know what has to be done so that you realize like how many thousands of dollars you have to charge them on these installs. And once again, when these places close down, they have to be removed. They have to be disassembled. That's the same thing with these dishwashers. All of those places where I told you about to bring this thing full circle, like with the not IKEA, but the grocery store, Littles, not Littles, but Aldi's, where Aldi's is buying that other place. Those other grocery stores, as they break them down, they have to have someone like me come out and disassemble the dishwasher in the back, right? That's in the butcher shop area. This in the butcher area, where the fish is. They got to have someone like me, someone like you, to disassemble the ice machines, right? The Winn Dixies, yes, the Winn Dixies. And so they made a big deal out of it. There was an article that came out today because they said, hey, you guys are going to take over these locations and you don't do pharmacy. What about all these people's prescriptions? And so they already said, hey, look, all our prescriptions are going to be transferred over to other people. So these places are going to be demolished. They're going to strip them down. They're going to need you, they're going to need me to disassemble. Like I said, they're going to have to remove those ice machines because they have to have several ice machines. In the meat section, they have ice machines. Where the fish, they have the ice machines. In the back, they like say they have the dishwashers. All that stuff has to be disassembled. All the refrigeration has to be disassembled. They all have to be taken apart. All that refrigerant must be contained, cannot be released into the atmosphere. And so there's money out there. And my excitement for the ISSA show, you're going to see it over and over again. I don't want to beat you over the head about it because we got a long way to go. The show in Vegas is not until November. So I just wanted this to be a quick introduction to it, letting you know what's all encompassed, who these players are. $14 billion players are in this. This is the one place where everybody gets to come together. I get to go and talk to all these different people eye to eye, face to face, and there's no drama. It's actually, I get greeted with smiles. And then they just, they just walk me around and I go to one place to the other and they go, hey man, this is Mike. He does this for us, he does that. We want him to take care of so and so account in this market. And like that, things really move. So if you always wonder like how the hell does a one man show in Houston get to do all this stuff, some of this is how. Some of this is how. So I'm going to end this 1 hour and 33-minute stream here. Put time markers in the chat of different things that you like. I can put them all together, string them all together so that you don't have to watch the whole video. You don't have to go through all that. So if 30 minutes in, I said something that you guys like, when you guys do go back over the video, you don't have to skim through the whole video. Maybe you miss it. Which video was it? The timestamps, all you do is click on the time, and it's just going to immediately take you to a section where I said something that's meaningful for you guys, and it doesn't have a lot of ums and ahs and oohs and ahs of me stammering. So thank you for donating. Thank you guys for being here. I do appreciate it, and I really do hope that you all make money, right? I hope you all. Well, I appreciate that, but it's for me to even listen to my own videos, bro. It's kind of hard for me to listen to my own stuff. So timestamps, that stuff will be in there, so then you guys can go to key points. You don't have to, but the key points, and it'd be right there. You can go right to it. Like, what did he say about that thing? Yeah, hey man, go to the video about the Ecolab stuff, or he did that other video about Subway. It's in there, and it'll be a lot easier for you. But there'll be more videos. I'm gonna try to get you all a clearer picture, of this other part of the commercial. But I'm trying to bring you all of these different facets of it without giving you too much too soon. Right. And so it seems like it's all over the place. But as you see, like by the end of this video, you saw that it was all pretty much contained into this sphere. Right. Everything was all interconnected in this web. So thank you all for coming. Thank you all for the donations. I really do appreciate that. And just check out some of the stuff I've been telling you. Talk to you guys.